dedication and passion for the game and for this team. Janelle, we will miss your insistence on perfection, your competitive nature that has spurred us on, and most definitely your smile and laugh that made all the hard work worth it. Accompanying Janelle tonight are her parents, Margina Schwartzbach and Kevin Thompson. Janelle Thompson. And now, introducing the lineups for tonight's match. First, for Wheaton. 5'5" junior, defensive specialist number 1, Caitlin Graham. 6-foot-tall freshman, middle hitter number 8, Emily Bice. 5'8" junior, setter number 9, Jenna McAllister. 5'9" freshman, middle hitter number 10, Anna Graber. 5'11" sophomore, outside hitter number 12, Cassie Murphy. And 5'7" sophomore, outside hitter number 13, Anna Belling. Libero for Wheaton is 5'7" senior, number 7, Ashley Pace. Head coach of the Thunder, Jennifer Keynes. For Elmhurst. Number 18, freshman middle hitter, Megan Reynolds. Number 23, freshman outside, Hannah Lesson. Number 20, sophomore setter, Erin Thill. Number 17, freshman middle hitter, Caitlin Wilkes. Number 8, sophomore outside, Melissa Milkey. Number 10, junior right side, Janelle Thompson. And number 1, sophomore libero, Perry Morgan. Head coach of the Blue Jays, Julie Hall. Her assistants, Lindsay Johnson, Kevin Bazan, and Chris Russell. Line judges tonight, Andrew Tenner and Jose Vera. Our officials, Mary Malpini and Paul Urba. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Elmhurst College, NRA Fagottle Hall. This is Blue Jay TV coverage of Elmhurst College athletics. This evening, volleyball action as Elmhurst rounds out the CCIW home portion of their schedule, looking to keep a 3-match winning streak alive by welcoming the Wheaton College Thunder. Elmhurst sitting in third in the CCIW standings with a record of 16-9. They are 3-2 in the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin, while Wheaton is 12-13. The Thunder hold a 2-3 mark in the CCIW. Kevin Jude is alongside this evening as the Blue Jays honoring one of their seniors before the match today, Kevin, on this senior night.
Yep, Janelle Thompson, the only senior on the Blue Jay team, a 3-year letter winner for Elmhurst. Thompson, one of the captains this year for Elmhurst. She finishing up her career with some decent numbers. The total numbers look like this: 176 kills, 63 digs, 54 total blocks, 1 service ace, and 28 assists. Elmhurst happy to have Thompson a part of the team for the past 4 years, and she will be missed at the end of this season.
Wheaton College will open on serve as Ashley Pace, the libero, with the honors. That means Elmhurst has the first chance on offense with Janelle Thompson attacking for the first time today. The Blue Jays are on your right as you watch at home. Both teams are in the blue tops. Wheaton is on the left. In the middle it is Caitlin Wilkes, and Caitlin Wilkes puts it to the hardwood as the Blue Jays are on the board first. Elmhurst, Kevin, hitting their stride at the right point of the season, having won 3 straight and now 6 of 7 as well.
Yeah, the Blue Jays are rolling right now. They're going to have their work cut out for them this weekend with some tough teams coming to the Elmhurst Invitational. But the Blue Jays in a position, not really worried about that right now. They're worried about Wheaton tonight and North Park again next week as they're trying to wrap up the 3 seed for the conference tournament.
And leading 2-0 in the opening set. Hannah Velling has it blocked back at the net. Jenna McAllister in the middle with an opportunity. Sets up the left side for Elmhurst. Hannah Lesson's attempt is long, and Wheaton records their first point of the match. The Thunder, meanwhile, well, they've come in having lost 3 in a row, or 4 in a row, I should say. They were swept at the North Central College Tiffany Robinson Invitational this past weekend. They are on the heels of their last conference win, was a 3-0 victory over North Central last Tuesday at home. Short attempt on the right side from Thompson, drops in.
Meanwhile, the Blue Jays, Tim, are rolling. We've mentioned how they have won 3 in a row. They've swept all 3 of those as well, 3-0. They haven't dropped a set since October 9th when they lost a 3-1 decision to the University of Wisconsin-Platteville at the Platteville tournament, where they still finished with a 3-1 record.
Harry Morgan sends it into the net. It's 3-2. Emily Hamilton entering for Wheaton. Hamilton serving. And it's short-lived with Megan Reynolds, one of the freshmen for the Blue Jays, stepping up in the middle. Reynolds out of Thornton, Illinois.
Talked about how young this Elmhurst team is. Just one upperclassman on the entire squad. That is Janelle Thompson. Other than that, it's all freshmen and all sophomores for the Blue Jays.
Into the net from Katie Rufer, freshman out of Batavia, Illinois.
Uncharacteristic start here for Elmhurst. 2 straight serving errors here the last 2 possessions.
And heading back towards Wheaton with Hannah Graber serving.
Oregon not able to get a good handle on the serve. Meant Rufer wasn't able to get a good set that time, put it into the net for the error.
Rufer with a back set, leading Megan Reynolds, who is the team leader in kills. At the net, dug out by the Blue Jays. And a Lesson with an opportunity. In the middle, it's swatted by Bice. But the Blue Jays record the point to retake the lead at 5-4.
Another block for Megan Reynolds in front, already 2 to open this match.
And a Lesson serving. Elmhurst scrambles, but cannot make the play.
Anea VC Smith goes crashing into the scores table. A smile on her face. She's okay.
CCIW standings entering play today. Milliken and Carthage are 5-0, and they will play tomorrow in what will likely determine the CCIW champion. Megan Milkey's try is long. Elmhurst sitting 3-2. Augustana 2-2. Wheaton and North Central tied at 2-3. Illinois Wesleyan and North Park both 0-5 in conference play. One other match tonight. That is North Central traveling down to Rock Island to meet Augustana. jump ball at the net. V.C. Smith out of her reach. And Wheaton taking a 2-point edge here in the opening set at 7-5.
Was a 2-0 Elmhurst lead, and now the Thunder won 7 of the last 10.
Cassie Murphy with a deep serve, but easily controlled on the right side by Megan Reynolds, who ends the quick run.
Reynolds had to put on the brakes there, made sure she didn't go into the net, but was able to keep her footing and record the kill.
Glad you're with us on Blue Jay TV. It's volleyball action. Elmhurst led by longtime head coach Julie Hall. Head coach for Wheaton is Jennifer King Soderquist. V.C. Smith sets up Melissa Milkey, and it is Milkey basically with a set to even the score at 7.
No reason to take a swing on that one. Milkey seeing the open space in the back row and just picked apart the Thunder defense that time.
Megan Reynolds serving over to the right side for Emily Bice, and it's long. So 3 straight points for the Blue Jays. They have retaken the lead 8-7 here in the first set. Just a reminder, we play 5 sets as an ace from Reynolds, her 8th ace of the season. First to 25, have to win by 2. That's how you win the sets. From the back row, leaping is Emily Hamilton. Searching for an opening are the Blue Jays on the short attempt from the set slot. Roofer will set up the middle, and it's pounded home by Caitlin Wilkes.
All the Thunder players were pretty much focused over here to the near side of the court, and nothing but open space to the opposite side for Caitlin Wilkes, and she hammers it down. And just like that, a 5-0 run for the Blue Jays and a timeout called by Wheaton.
Elmhurst in control, winning this first set by the score of 10-7. They will be at home this weekend as part of the Blue Jay Invitational, hosting Central, Wisconsin-Oshkosh, Wisconsin-Platteville, and Cornell in what will always be a highly competitive invitational. Those are the final home matches of the year for the Blue Jays.
And this one is stacked here for Elmhurst at the end of the season. Central is traditionally a powerhouse out of the Iowa Conference. Cornell, a solid team from the Iowa Conference as well. And then 2 of the Wisconsin State schools, UW-Oshkosh, who was ranked 6th in the nation when the Blue Jays went up and stunned them, winning in straight sets earlier this year. That was in September. So you know that Oshkosh is looking for a mark of revenge here when they come to Elmhurst, and UW-Platteville, who the Blue Jays just lost to last week, a 3-1 decision up at UW-Platteville Invitational. So some teams that the Blue Jays are pretty familiar with, and some very solid competition coming into this weekend's tournament. A good test before the conference tournament.
Megan Reynolds attempting to keep this 5-point string alive. Jenna McAllister attacks and could not get it over. 11-7 Elmhurst. There's the ready whistle from our referee today. Another deep serve from Reynolds. In the middle, winding up is Bice. Jump ball at the net. V.C. Smith taps it ahead. Pace in the middle for the Thunder. Short attempt for Wilkes. Back to the left side. It's wound up by Monroe. And a huge, huge attack from Melissa Milkey.
Set up with a nice dig that time by Hannah Lesson. Right place, right time, reading the Thunder attack perfectly. Perfect pass to the setter and a perfect kill by Milkey.
And it is now 12-7. V.C. Smith with a diving dig, keeping the offense alive for the time being. A back set towards V.C. Smith. Attacked from the set spot. Reynolds is there. Here's Milkey setting over. Another good rally here. Emily Bice able to finally end the run after Elmhurst had scored 7 consecutive points. Wheaton snaps the spell, and it's 12-8. And go back to our last match here on Blue Jay TV, Kevin, against Augustana. It was some huge runs in those first 2 sets that really set the tone for the rest of the way for Elmhurst.
Yeah, definitely. The first and second sets were just big-time blowouts for the Blue Jays. The third was pretty close against the Vikings, but Elmhurst was able to use about some 10-0 runs to open up some commanding leads in those sets.
A lift called on the dig attempt. And it is 13-8 headed back towards Elmhurst with Erin Thill entering and Janelle Thompson returning for the Blue Jays as well, the lone senior honored before the match today.
Two-setter attack for the Blue Jays. You'll see Erin Thill, the sophomore, Katie Rufer, the freshman, switching up on the court.
And it is Thill serving as well. To the left side, Hannah Velling places it over. Elmhurst scampering, and they will not be able to get it over in 3 hits. 13-9. And Ashley Pace serving. Deep serve attacking the back row. Thill sets up Milky. It is blocked at the net. Swatted back. Tipped the tape. And Wilkes able to drop it home.
Wilkes a little bit of a break on that one. Looked like she had pounded it almost straight into the net, but it rolled over the top of the tape and straight down on the Thunder. Nothing that Wheaton can really do on that one.
And it is 14-9 here in the opening set. The Blue Jays block it at the net. Tapped over. Back and forth we go. There's a back set leading Megan Thornton. We scratched that it was Cassie Murphy on the kill.
Wheaton looking for a tip. There was no call, so the point goes to the Blue Jays.
15-9. Kevin, our officiating crew today is?
Paul Erba is the up referee for today's match. Mary Malpede is the down ref.
To the left side, a huge attempt from Hannah Velling to make sure this time didn't need the tip. 15-10. Velling with 195 kills on the season, second on Wheaton, trailing only Cassie Murphy in that department. Wilkes in the middle, and a double hit called on the attack set for the Thunder.
Elmhurst starting to open up here now, a 6-point advantage at 16-10. Perry Morgan, the reigning defensive player of the week in the conference, just announced today. She's back to serve.
Velling in the middle, too long. 17-10 Elmhurst, and Wheaton will spend their final timeout of the set.
Jennifer King-Soderquist does not want this one to get away quickly from the Thunder, but already I think that's starting to happen, as having to burn her second timeout and just 27 points into this set. The Blue Jays just 8 away now from wrapping up set number 1.
Well, Kevin, the fall is rapidly winding down. In fact, our fall video broadcast schedule down to just 2 events after today. We will have football on October 30th against North Central and football on November 6th against Augustana with video. Also live audio this weekend from down in Decatur as the football team travels to Millikan University. And then we're on to the winter.
Well, we do have one more volleyball potential match here, too. We'll talk about that real quick, Tim. On November 2nd, the CCIW tournament play-in match. A win today by Elmhurst guarantees them the right to host that match. Either way, they're in great position right now with a 3-2 mark, sitting in 3rd place in the conference standings. The top 4 teams will all host that first-round play-in match. It's a play-in match. It's not technically part of the conference tournament, but they go by seeds nonetheless. So the Blue Jays right now sitting at the 3 spot. Should they maintain that advantage, they would host whoever is seeded 6th, which currently is North Central, and Wheaton tied for 5th. So based on tiebreaker, it would be North Central as the 6th seed.
17-10, and the attack is long for the Blue Jays. We are in the first set of play tonight at R.A. Faginal Hall. If you want to keep up to date with the schedule, follow Blue Jay TV on Twitter. Also become a fan of Elmhurst College Athletics on Facebook, and follow the Blue Jays on Facebook as well.
Nice save by Erin Thill, having to lean over the scorer's table.
Callister sets it up perfectly for Hannah Graber.
Good job that time by Wheaton, as they had an opportunity there. They knew they were getting a free play, basically, as Thill had to go over the scorer's table to keep the play alive.
Thill into the middle. Thompson has a go, and a double hit called on the set. 18-12. And Katie Rufer returning along with Antonia Vesey-Smith. Rufer with a deep serve, targeting Emily Hamilton in the back, and Wheaton quickly ends it. Brooke Monroe, the junior out of North Carolina, with the kill for the Thunder. Rufer sets up the left edge, and it's put down by Lesson.
Nice job of adjustment that time by Katie Rufer. The pass wasn't exactly where she was looking for it to be. She had to back up a step or two, still able to put that set in perfect position for the Blue Jays.
And now Lesson serving as well. Wheaton with some difficulty. Hamilton just sends it ahead. Blocked back towards Elmhurst. Milky on the left side. And the Thunder cannot recover.
Nice job that time on defense by the Blue Jays. Perry Morgan in great position. Reynolds had her kill attempt blocked back over the net. Morgan right there to back her up, though, keep the play alive and let Elmhurst get another swing at it.
Serve is wide from Lesson. Serving has been a problem for Elmhurst here in the first set, uncharacteristically.
Little streaky so far in the first, so that's at least the third service error.
Cassie Murphy serving for Wheaton. Milky steps up and Milky converts.
Just bangs it off the block that time from Wheaton about 2 rows into the stands. And Elmhurst just 4 points away from wrapping up this opening set now.
21-14 in favor of the Blue Jays. Up the right side of the floor. The short attempt is knocked airborne. Rufer behind her. Zapped ahead by Reynolds. Blocked at the net. Elmhurst scampers. Milky tries. Cassie Murphy on the left edge. V.C. Smith from the set slot. Ashley Pace involved on the offensive side for Wheaton. Here's Milky trying again, partially blocked. Jump ball at the net, swatted back. And it's over, leading Wilkes, who hits it into the net.
Probably not the best decision by Caitlin Wilkes at that point. Knows that she's got an opportunity to bring that one down, push it right to Katie Rufer and set the offense again.
Caitlin Graham, junior out of Wheaton, Illinois, enters. V.C. Smith off the net and down.
Tape roll so far going the way of the Blue Jays. That's at least the third one off the top of the tape and down for a point.
22-15 here in the opening set. Erin Thill, sophomore out of Freeport, Illinois. Bouncing the ball. Potentially trying to serve out this first set. The Thunder, though, with other ideas. Emily Bice.
Good look by Bice that time for the Thunder. Looking cross-court pretty much the whole way. Found an opening in the Elmhurst defense and puts it away.
Bice, one of 2 freshmen in the starting lineup for the Thunder. Wilkes converts.
Off the block and out of play. A point for the Blue Jays, just 2 away.
Melissa Milky with the honors. Off the net and down, an ace.
Say the Blue Jays do like to vary their serve locations. First ones were going deep. Now Milky decides to drop one in short. Another generous bounce off the tape. Thunder, nothing they can do on that one.
24-16. Wheaton looking to keep the match alive as it is set point for the Blue Jays. We're able to send it over in the middle. Hannah Graber clears the net. Wilkes has it swatted back into the middle of 4 defenders, and Wilkes will try again from the center, off the net and short.
Couple of great digs keeping that ball alive for the Blue Jays.
It remains set point for Elmhurst, leading 24-17 in the opener. Thill sets up Lesson. Set to the Blue Jays, 25-17. As Elmhurst uses a run in the middle, scoring 7 consecutive points to take the lead. And upends the Thunder 25-17 in our opening set here this evening at R.A. Fagenal Hall. We'll have set number 2 coming your way in moments. This is Blue Jay TV. Blue Jay TV coverage of Elmhurst College volleyball this evening. The Blue Jays winning the first set by the count of 25-17 over Wheaton, looking for their fourth CCIW victory of the season and their fourth win in a row. In this, the final conference home match for Elmhurst. Wheaton this season has yet to win on the road. They are 0-4 in true road matches, but they are still sitting in the middle of the conference chase as well. And they do own the tiebreaker over North Central if they end up in a tie for that fourth slot or fifth slot in the CCIW standings.
Well, a very important win for tonight for Elmhurst. Not only was it give them their fourth win, it gives them the heads-up tiebreaker with Augustana, Wheaton, and North Central. So pretty much guaranteeing Elmhurst a home match in that play-in match for the conference tournament.
He's Kevin Judy. I'm Tim Calderwood. Second set underway with Emily Bice on the right side for the Thunder.
Quick set to Bice, a wide open space in the middle of the floor. And Bice finds it to give the Thunder a quick lead.
Ashley Pace into the back row, kept off of the floor by Milkey. Lesson hammers and it's blocked. McAllister and Graber for the Thunder, who are off to a solid start here in the second.
2-0 start. Thunder led by 2 in the first set before Elmhurst turned it on.
And a serving error from Pace hands the Blue Jays their first point here in the second set after they won 25-17 in the opener.
I think there's nothing worse than a coach hates worse than having a quick run turned over on a service error, either into the net or long.
And the Thunder will win it back as Velling taps it over. Jenna McAllister serving in the middle. Reynolds puts it down. Good finish. And Reynolds serving again for the Blue Jays. Down 3-2 here in the second. McAllister a little too high as Hannah Graber mistimes the jump. Nobody in the middle for the Blue Jays at all. Hannah Velling finds an opening.
Thunder starting to find some openings in that Elmhurst defense that weren't there in the opening set. Blue Jays not very sharp defensively here in the opening few points of the second set.
Emily Hamilton spins it ahead. V.C. Smith powers it. Set over by the Thunder. Here's Milkey on the left side, and Milkey splits the back row.
Started with a great dig. Hannah Lesson to keep that original play alive for the Blue Jays. And Milkey able to get the kill for the Elmhurst.
Aaron Thill drops back. This time again for the Thunder as Brooke Monroe kind of lost her footing going for the kill.
Like her feet just slipped, like you said, Tim. Wasn't able to get much of anything on that ball. Put it right into the net.
So the Blue Jays take a 5-4 advantage here in the second set. Swatted back on the right side. Wheaton tries the left with Velling. Here's Milkey for Elmhurst over the blockers. Good spot. McAllister forced to send it back towards Hamilton. And it is Hamilton who will knot the score at 5.
Bill leaping up, trying to send that one right back to the middle. Just able to get her fingertips on the ball. Played it backwards. Perry Morgan, no chance to get that one.
Morgan receiving the serve. McAllister behind her for Murphy. In the middle, did it in? Yes, it did. Caitlin Wilkes just able to keep it in the line.
Just in front of the linesman there in the corner. Bounces before the blue tape.
Elmhurst back in front at 6-5. Milkey serving. Murphy, jump ball at the net, and Murphy once again pull the Thunder even, 6-all.
This is about the point in the first match where Elmhurst started to pull away. 6-6 early here. Let's see how the Blue Jays respond.
From the set spot, Aaron Thill.
Good court vision. You got to love that from your setter. Notices the opening between the front row and the back row of the Thunder defense and just sets it right over the net and over that front line.
Here's Perry Morgan, a sophomore out of Avon, Indiana. Too long on the attempt from Emily Bice. So consecutive points for the Blue Jays have put them ahead. As Kevin mentioned, it was at this point in the first set when Elmhurst went on a run to take control. The Thunder will try to end it with Monroe. Thill behind her. Leads Thompson towards the net. Ashley Pace involved. It's interesting to see Ashley Pace, the libero for Wheaton. She gets involved on the offensive side quite frequently.
Yeah, there was the rule that the libero can't attack a sent ball. But the officials are obviously not thinking that that's a sent towards the net. It was just one of those passes that was kind of mishandled a little bit by the Thunder, but Pace able to get a good swing on it nonetheless.
Pace diving, cannot stop the Thompson kill. 9-7 Elmhurst. Katie Rufer serving for the Blue Jays. Right into the middle. Winding up is Bice. And it's under the net.
So far the Blue Jays not able to pull away in this one. A little back and forth between the two teams early on in this second set.
Lesson converts.
Off of Cassie Murphy that time. Murphy was charging up defensively and looked back almost as to say, oops. Didn't mean to get a piece of that one, as there was no chance for any of the back row players for the Thunder.
Here's Lesson again. McAllister setting up Graber. Back set from Rufer towards V.C. Smith. Snuffed by Murphy. Here's Velling over. Set ahead by Milky. Jump ball at the net and put down.
Megan Reynolds very big in the middle for the Blue Jays, 6'1" freshman. On a jump ball like that with nobody over to her left shoulder, everybody almost dead center, goes up, wins the jump ball battle right at the net and just tips it down to the dead spot in the Thunder defense.
V.C. Smith over the net and out. Sometimes happens when you have someone who's not usually a setter trying to set it up.
Error on the Blue Jays lets the Thunder get it back to within a 2-point deficit.
McAllister on serve, 11-9 Elmhurst. V.C. Smith found the hole.
Pace came charging in, expecting her to go short with that, or trying maybe that she thought she would pound it off the block. Instead, she puts it right in the spot that Pace just vacated.
Here's Megan Reynolds with Elmhurst leading 12-9 in the second. Murphy has it swatted back from whence it came.
Elmhurst starting to open it up now, a 4-point lead, and that'll lead to a Thunder timeout.
13-9 in the second set with Elmhurst leading 1-0 here on Blue Jay TV. Scrolling in towards the Elmhurst huddle. Head coach Julie Hall leading the Blue Jays towards the top of the CCIW again this season with a very young squad. Just one senior on it before the match today, Janelle Thompson. In fact, she's the only upperclassman. Everybody else on the roster, freshmen and sophomores.
A ton of underclassmen on this squad for Elmhurst. 6 sophomores to go along with the senior Janelle Thompson, and 11 freshmen to go with it. A very young team, but a very talented underclassmen squad here for the Blue Jays, as you've seen them put together some very good matches as of late, and they are rolling right now at 16-9 overall on the season. Up a set here against the Thunder with a 4-point lead, trying to go up 2-0.
Wheaton trying to recover out of the timeout. They played well in spurts this evening. Reynolds with a very deep serve. Murphy reaches behind her to control. And Murphy attacks as well. Rufer leads Wilkes. It was tipped. 14-9.
Nice short set to the Blue Jays freshman middle hitter, Caitlin Wilkes. Goes up, hammers it. It was going down even if it wasn't tipped. Reynolds keyed the big serving run in the first, and so far they're doing it again here in the second set.
Wheaton keeps alive the Milky attempt. Pace from the back row. Over the top of the net and put down by Hannah Velling.
Finally, the tape is friendly to the Thunder as Velling's attack straight into the net, but enough of the top of the tape to roll over and down to the court for a side out for Wheaton.
Emily Hamilton serving, one of the 3 seniors on the Wheaton squad, and it's a short-lived serve. 15-10 Elmhurst.
Tough play for the Wheaton defense. You've got the perfect pass to the setter, and hitters coming from both sides. Not sure which way that Katie Rufer is going to go with that ball, choosing the outside of Easy Smith, and she hammers it down.
Enter Erin Thill, the serve. Elmhurst on top, 15-10 in the second. Morgan in solid position. Milky seeks an opening, dug out by Pace. Murphy again on the short side. A back set leading Thompson. Was it tipped? It was. 16-10.
Elmhurst just similar in the first set, that lead starting to creep up a little bit more.
Here's Erin Thill again, short. McAllister behind for Murphy. Thompson winds up and missed it.
Just sailed it a little bit wide that time.
(16-11). Thill sets up Thompson, blocked at the net, but nobody behind for the Thunder.
Thompson just going straight down the middle that time. Thunder weren't able to get the block back over the net. Rides off the block to the open space. Like I said, that back line was way too far back for the Thunder. Unable to do anything defensively.
17-11. Elmhurst with the lead. And wide from Wilkes.
Good idea by Caitlin Wilkes that time. There was an opening to the sideline, but just unable to put it down in play.
Pace keeps it alive. Set over by Hamilton. Thill from the set slot, got the friendly roll.
Not what Thill had in mind, but she'll take it for the Blue Jays as again, the tape being very friendly and cooperative to Elmhurst tonight.
Again, it's Perry Morgan serving with the Blue Jays leading 18-12 in the second. Attacking Pace. Here's Monroe having an opportunity. Thill leads it towards the net. And the second time is the charm for Reynolds.
Reynolds wanted that first one, goes up that time and just puts it in to the end line. 19-12 advantage for the Blue Jays, matching their biggest lead of the set.
It's blocked by Elmhurst. And a lesson in the middle for the Blue Jays. They now lead 20-12 here in the second. Their largest lead here in this second set. Morgan continues to serve. Pace, rather than just receiving the serve, tried to attack from the serve slot. And Megan Milky will convert for Elmhurst, 21-12.
Melissa Milky just jamming Wheaton's back row that time. Just banged it right off the chest of Emily Hamilton. Couldn't decide almost whether to try and take that one with a set attack or try to just kind of bump that one back towards the middle of the court.
Wide for Morgan as her serving run comes to a close, but the Blue Jays still leading 21-13 here in the second.
Elmhurst a comfortable 8-point lead. Here's where you can almost go back and forth with the Thunder. You just need 4 points to put this one away. They won the first set 25-17 by an 8-point margin.
3 straight wins for Elmhurst, all sweeps, looking for 4 in a row, but a double set for Thill. They beat Augustana last Tuesday, and then in the Lake Forest Triangular, swept Ripon and Lake Forest. 21-14, jump ball at the net. Thompson sets it over, out of the reach of the diving Lesson.
Used the block that time of Megan Reynolds. Reynolds tried to go up, get it back over the net, but it caught off the side of her hand and rolled down for a point for the Thunder.
Wheaton trying to work their way back into this second set. Was it in? Yes, just in along the line. Good view by the referee right on top of it.
Quickly ends Wheaton run of 2 straight points. 7-point cushion, 3 points away from this second set.
Katie Rufer re-enters. And Rufer's serving 22-15. Friendly touch off the top of the net. And put down by Hannah Velling, sophomore from Washington. 22-16. Here's the libero, Ashley Pace. Reynolds, wide open floor.
Perfect play that time by Elmhurst. Great receive by Milky. Perfect feed over to Rufer, and a great set right down the middle of the floor comes Megan Reynolds. The freshman puts it away to give Elmhurst the 7-point lead. 2 points from the set now.
And a Lesson serving. Velling knocks it ahead. In the middle it is Reynolds. Kept alive by the Thunder. Jump ball at the net. Milky seeks an opening. Here is Velling again, and Velling puts it home, 23-17.
Sometimes a danger when you try to just send it back over there after Wheaton gave you an opportunity with basically a free ball over the net. Elmhurst wasting an opportunity potentially for a good attack as the Thunder are able to keep that one alive and generate the chance.
Milky partially blocked. Murphy sets at the net, swatted back. In the middle, a good spot for Hannah Graber as Wheaton eclipses their total from the first set. It's 23-18, and the Thunder on a little bit of a run, prompting a timeout for the Blue Jays.
Julie Hall just wants to settle the team down, still with a 5-point cushion. I thought maybe if the Thunder brought it to 4 points, that would prompt the timeout. Julie Hall going 1 point before, letting the Thunder get to within 5. It was an 8-point Elmhurst advantage at 1 point.
20-12.
Elmhurst needing just 2 points to wrap this one up, so I'm sure that's all Julie Hall wants, to settle him down a little bit. Come back out, see if they can handle the serve right away from the Thunder, get the quick point, get the side out, and then serve for the second set.
Volleyball's flying towards Jenna McAllister. Picks the one she wants and swats the other aside.
Both teams with 1 timeout left here in the second set.
23-18, McAllister up that right side of the floor. V.C. Smith on the left edge, found a seam.
That's why you use that timeout. Elmhurst handles the serve perfectly. Great feed to Rufer, great set to V.C. Smith, and open space for her to find, and she did just that. Set point for Elmhurst.
And the Blue Jays will win the set as the Thunder couldn't bring in the set attempts. 25-18 in the second, and Elmhurst is in control 2-0 here at home tonight. They will look to record their 4th consecutive sweep when we return moments on Blue Jay TV. Elmhurst looking for CCIW victory number 4 on this senior night, honoring Janelle Thompson before the matchup. As the Blue Jays hosting Wheaton here on Blue Jay TV in volleyball action. Glad you are with us. I'm Tim Calderwood. Kevin Jude is alongside. Elmhurst also looking for their 17th win of the season. The Blue Jays have won 3 consecutive matches. All of those have been sweeps. In the case of Wheaton, the Thunder have been playing well in spurts today. And they will try to put it together here in the third set to try to keep this match going as Wheaton opens on serve, and that's a good way to start. A service ace for Caitlin Graham.
Well, Thunder started with the first 2 points of the second set before Elmhurst got rolling. They start this third set up a point again.
How about back-to-back aces from Graham? Wheaton's final CCIW contest will be at home on Tuesday against Illinois Wesleyan University, who is winless in conference play to this point. V.C. Smith couldn't get the roll off the top of the net as it spun back onto the Elmhurst side, and Wheaton has posted 3 consecutive points to begin this third set.
Biggest lead of any set for the Thunder here tonight.
V.C. Smith sets it ahead. To the left side, Hannah Velling pushes it to 4-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if Julie Hall gets up and there it is. Burns a timeout. Not very happy with the way the Blue Jays coming out almost flat here to start the third set, and she quickly calls timeout.
4-0 Wheaton to begin set number 3 as the Thunder trying to keep the match alive, having dropped the first 2 sets here in Elmhurst tonight at R.A. Faginal Hall. This is Blue Jay TV coverage of Elmhurst College athletics. Kevin Jude working with me today. Kevin will be headed along with Tony Minestra down to Decatur on Saturday to provide audio only here on Blue Jay TV from the Elmhurst and Milliken football contest. And then we will have video for the final 2 games of the Elmhurst football season against North Central and Augustana. Plus, looking more and more likely as though the Blue Jay volleyball team will have one more at home as well. CCIW play-in match on November 2nd.
Very quick timeout by the Blue Jays. They were back on the floor after about only 40 seconds. See how they respond coming out of the timeout.
Graham with a deep serve again. Roofer behind her, and Elmhurst again fails to get it over the net. 5-0 Wheaton.
Which has been backpedaling on the serve attempt so far. Very good serve placement by Wheaton.
That's another deep one from Graham. Roofer to the left edge for V.C. Smith, blocked. But the Blue Jays recover. Milkey finds an opening in the back right corner.
Hey, that's just what Elmhurst needed. Finally able to end the run, down 5-1. The Blue Jays have put together some impressive runs so far tonight. Let's see if they can get another one going here in this third.
Milkey serving for the Blue Jays. Batted at the nets and put down. 2 straight for Elmhurst.
Megan Reynolds had the original block there that started that play for Elmhurst.
Melissa Milkey serving again. Swatted by Bice. Jump ball at the net for Lesson, missed it left.
And a tip call against the Thunder, however, so a point for the Blue Jays.
The linesman said it was tipped. Jennifer King-Soderquist, the Wheaton head coach, wanting to know exactly who it was who touched it. But it is a 3rd consecutive point for the Blue Jays. And a deep serve for Milkey knocked airborne. Pace from the back row. To the left edge, Lesson blocked, but out. Hannah Lesson, 4 straight points for Elmhurst after Wheaton scored the first 5 of this third set.
Good job by Lesson just to use the block that time of the Thunder.
Jump ball at the net, and Reynolds fails to reel it in from McAllister.
One of the few times you've seen Megan Reynolds lose one of those jump balls at the net so far in this match tonight. McAllister just got the better of her right there. Couple of good runs to start for both teams here. 5 straight for the Thunder, 4 straight for the Blue Jays, and now back-to-back points for Wheaton again.
There's the third ace of this third set for the Thunder. 2 for Caitlin Graham to start it, and now 1 for Ashley Pace. Reynolds in the middle, puts it home.
Too much open space there defensively for Wheaton. You can't give Megan Reynolds that much floor to aim for. She's not going to miss it.
7-5. Wheaton leading. Graber just guides it over. V.C. Smith winds. Leading the left side for Lesson. Dug out by Graham in the back. Rufer leads Wilkes. And Wilkes able to overcome a little bit of missed timing. As Blue Jays are within 7-6 here in the third set.
Talked about that friendly roll of the tape all night for Elmhurst, and there's another one for the Blue Jays.
Little miscommunication from the Thunder as Pace will send it over. Rufer leading Lesson. McAllister from the center position. Wilkes taps it over. Jump ball in the middle, and the Thunder record the point as Hannah Graber with the kill, 8-6.
Wilkes just got a piece of that one, and if she didn't, I think Hannah Lesson was going to get there for the dig. Tough to say, but as the middle hitter, you've got to go up and try to get the block on that ball.
V.C. Smith over the net. Dug out by Milkey. Wilkes has it dug out, and the Thunder find an opening as Cassie Murphy attacks.
Murphy saw the open space in the back left corner as she drops it over.
Jenna McAllister dropping back to serve with the Thunder leading 9-6. V.C. Smith snuffed. Lesson converts.
Sometimes just got to use the Wheaton block just like that. Not necessarily trying to put it down, but just try to pound it off that block and out of play, and that's what Hannah Lesson did so well right there.
Janelle Thompson, senior out of Mendota, Illinois, entering for the Blue Jays along with Erin Thill. And it'll be Thill serving for Elmhurst here in the third, trailing 9-7. A deep serve handled by Graham, blocked by the Blue Jays. Wilkes and Thompson. Erin Thill serving again. Little bit behind Hannah Velling, who couldn't get it over the net. And we are even at 9 aside.
Nice comeback by Elmhurst. Like we said, down 5-0 early to start.
Elmhurst lines up in a straight line with Thill serving. Murphy over the net. Thill behind her for Thompson. Pace puts it over and down.
Nice jump attack by Pace that time, just getting enough over the front row and dropping it in front of the back row players. I think Elmhurst back rows were expecting her to kind of fire that one over and expecting it to come right to them. Just good location by Pace.
Wheaton is the first to 10 here in the third set. And Hannah Lesson with other ideas.
Elmhurst right behind Lesson again, fights through the block that time, puts it on the floor. Evens a set all up at 10. Again, it's been about this pace here where Elmhurst has started to step on the gas in the first 2 sets. Saw them do this against Augustana as well.
Diving attempt by Morgan, and really fortunate for Elmhurst that she didn't get there because it was wide and the Blue Jays pick up the point, 11-10.
Elmhurst's first lead now of this set.
And a Lesson continuing to serve, the freshman out of Bloomington, Illinois. Here's Monroe on the left edge for Wheaton. Thill sets it over. It's a jump ball at the net for Wilkes. Swatted back. Thill to Wilkes again at the net. Thunder try to recover. Thill with a back set towards Thompson. You bet.
Very fluid on Elmhurst defense on this last rally here, Tim. And timeout being called by Wheaton. You just see how they're moving very quickly in great positioning. The defense, the back row in perfect spot to handle any of the balls that go off the block and come back and play. And they're getting to just about everything so far that the Thunder were throwing at them on that one. And Elmhurst now with a 12-10 advantage after falling down 5-0. The Blue Jays outscoring the Thunder 12-5 over the last 17 points. Said how good this team looks, how the future of this team looks with all these underclassmen on the team. Like we said, just one upperclassman, that's Janelle Thompson. And Elmhurst on their way with a bunch of underclassmen on their way to the conference tournament with a hopefully a 3 seed if they can pull out the win here today and take out North Park next Tuesday. 7 games above 500 right now, and a pretty good streak going here, Tim. Winners of 6 of their last 7, trying to make it 7 of 8 with a win tonight.
After the Wheaton timeout, Lesson serving, very deep, no help behind.
They called out for Emily Hamilton, but the call came awfully late from the sideline. Hamilton was already starting to try to bring that one down. Try to pull her hands back a little bit, and that's the result. You see it just tip off her hands and drop over her head.
Long serving run for Lesson. And it was ended on the left side by Wheaton as Brooke Monroe records the side out.
Nicely done by Monroe that time, fighting through the Elmhurst block.
13-11 and a short service. Milky from the left edge. Wheaton in the middle. Dug out. Here is Wilkes over the net. McAllister attacks. Milky led to the net perfectly on the set. Leading Brooke Monroe. Thompson winds up, and miscommunication between the Thunder. McAllister and Graber staring at each other.
Elmhurst will happily take the point that way. The 2 Thunder players each thinking the other one was going to pick up that ball, and instead it drops to the floor, a 3-point Elmhurst cushion now.
Phil taps it in the air. Milky winds up. Here's Monroe. Morgan is there defensively. 14-11 Elmhurst with the lead. From the back row, it's Hamilton. Towards the Elmhurst bench, sending Julie Hall out of the way, and the Blue Jays scramble to get it over.
Fantastic play by Elmhurst to keep it alive, but the Thunder able to get the point in the long run. Janelle Thompson almost falling over the Elmhurst bench to keep it alive and then sent back over by Morgan.
That'll happen when you end up having to go all the way into the bench. The inability to get back into position, a huge opening for the Thunder, who recognized 14-12, and it is into the net on the attempt from Reynolds.
Thunder not going away in this third set, still a 1-point contest right now.
Milky. And a net violation against Elmhurst. Tied at 14.
This is where Elmhurst pulled away in those first 2. They were already up comfortably at this point, but the Thunder right in this set.
How about Thompson on senior night?
Going right down the line. No answer for Wheaton. Very little chance for the Thunder to react as she came and just smoked that one down.
Katie Rufer serving for Elmhurst. Jump ball at the net. Pace failed to get it over. 16-14 Blue Jays in the third. Up 2-0. McAllister swats. Diving is Morgan. There's Reynolds leading it over. And Reynolds puts it home, 17-14.
Good job by Reynolds. Decided just to set her feet, make sure she got the ball over in play, and Wheaton mishandles it, resulting in the point for the Blue Jays.
Katie Rufer serving. McAllister has moved from a center slot to an outside hitter.
Great pickup by Katie Rufer off the start there, but Wheaton able to get the kill.
Emily Bice, the freshman from Minnesota. So Wheaton hanging around here in the third, trailing 17-15, with Caitlin Graham dropping back to serve. Graham, one of only 4 players from Illinois on the Wheaton roster. Rufer leading Lesson, whose attempt failed to clear the net. 17-16.
Elise Craig out on the floor for the Blue Jays now.
E.C. Smith from the slot out of the reach of the diving Lesson.
See if Julie Hall is going to burn the second timeout. She does at 17-17. Elmhurst would like to finish this one up in 3, but the Thunder have other thoughts here, Tim, as Wheaton sticking right with the Blue Jays after jumping out to a 5-0 lead. They're matching Elmhurst point for point here, not letting the Blue Jays open up a commanding cushion. $17 here in the third set. Elmhurst leading 2-0. 25-17, 25-18 were the scores in the opening 2 sets. The Blue Jays winning comfortably. Julie Hall wants to settle him down. Burns her last time out here in this third set. And the last time she did in the second set was when Wheaton was starting to close in, and they quickly ended the Thunder run. Let's see if Elmhurst can come out of the timeout in a similar fashion here.
He's Kevin Jude. I'm Tim Calderwood on Blue Jay TV. Serving is Caitlin Graham. It was her serving run at the start of this set that powered the Thunder to a 5-0 advantage, and she records her 3rd ace of the set.
Jammed up Morgan on that one. Not much she can do to handle that.
Targeting Morgan again. Here's Craig, and Craig, who appearing for the first time here in this third set, gets involved with the kill to even the score at 18. And Craig will exit as Melissa Milkey returns. And Milkey will try to put the Blue Jays ahead.
Elise Craig comes in, gets the job done, gets a very important kill to even this match.
Swatted by Velling.
It's where every serve is critical for both teams. You want to make sure that you get the ball in here when it's this tight of a game, this late in a set as well.
Milkey looking for help with a little difficulty off of the reception. Lesson towards the net. Knocked ahead by Rufer. Left edge Velling. Dug out by the diving Milkey.
Great dig by Milkey.
And a block error for the Thunder.
Milkey keeping that one alive. I was just about to say Elmhurst looking a little, almost a little tight here offensively. But Melissa Milkey did a great job to keep that point alive.
Rufer towards Wilkes. Found an opening just inside the line. (20-19), Elmhurst with the lead. Pace has some difficulty with the serve. And the Thunder even the score at 20.
Opportunity for Elmhurst right there on that one that they want to have back. Difficulty, like I said, with the serve, just kind of sending it over, and the Blue Jays not able to handle the attack.
V.C. Smith strokes it on the left side. Morgan ranging left. Here is V.C. Smith again. Big point upcoming for each of these teams. Wilkes a little bit behind V.C. Smith, who recovers. Probably would have been out, but Lesson plays it, and now Lesson steps up and pounds it home.
Anna Lesson making sure that one going home. She just hammers that down the line off the Thunder block and out of play. Elmhurst reclaiming the lead, 21-20 now.
Aaron Thill serving. It's been a very even set as Wheaton looks to stay alive, and they're able to even it once more with Cassie Murphy's kill.
Two teams just trading points at this point, Tim. It's just going to be a matter of who can put together about 2 straight points here in order to take this set.
Here's Emily Hamilton attacking back right.
That looked like it might be going out, and now the Blue Jays send it out instead.
Janelle Thompson to the right edge, and it is Wheaton leading 22-21.
Huge point right here for the Blue Jays.
Emily Hamilton again. And a little miscommunication between Phil and Milky.
They had the Elmhurst back row backpedaling to begin with as Morgan was backpedaling to handle the serve. Would have been better off in that situation for Milky to just send that one back towards the middle instead Rufer trying to get back and get a set on it.
23-21 and the Blue Jays need a side out. Lesson tries to oblige. Thill into the middle for Wilkes, and it's blocked at the net by the Thunder, who come up with set point.
4 straight points for the Thunder. It was 21-20 Elmhurst, and now the Thunder have rattled off 4 in a row, trying to send this one to a 4th set.
24-21. Thill towards Thompson in the middle, and Thompson says not so fast.
Not over yet as Elmhurst closes to within 2 points. Again, every serve and critical here must get them in if you're Elmhurst.
24-22. Lesson serving. It is still set point for Wheaton.
Good chance here for the Blue Jays.
Thompson finding Wilkes over the blockers and down. A run for the Blue Jays. And a timeout for Wheaton. 24-23, the Thunder on top here in the third.
Not going anywhere just yet as Elmhurst are trying to finish this one here in 3. Couple straight points. They fought off 2 set points for the Thunder. Let's see if they can. They're going to have to fight off at least one more here. Good job by the Blue Jays, though. They knew that they had an opportunity. They were perfect passes that time to set up the offense. Wheaton just kind of having to send it over. It's one of the, when you get that 3 ball sent over the net, it's an opportunity you cannot waste if you're Elmhurst, especially when you're trying to fight off set points. Must have good passes and good swings, and they did just that.
Wheaton using every bit of the timeout. A reminder, you can visit elmhurstbluejays.com, the official website of Elmhurst College Athletics. There you can find all of the information, schedules, scores, game recaps, plenty of other fun stuff as well on all of the Elmhurst College athletic teams. And a Lesson serving, trying to keep the Blue Jays alive here in the third set. Wheaton scrambling as they are out of position.
Another opportunity for the Blue Jays.
Phil, a back set for Thompson, and we're even at 24.
Wheaton was running all over the court that time, Tim, just trying to figure out what to do with the ball. They finally get it over, and again, perfect handling by the Blue Jays, setting up Janelle Thompson.
Fitting on senior night that the senior keeps this third set alive. McAllister in the middle for Murphy. Dug out by Morgan. Here is Milky towards the back row. Hamilton sends it airborne. Monroe has it blocked. Back set Murphy again. Thill leading Wilkes. Tapped ahead. Thill, a jump ball. Back set for Thompson. Nice rally here and a key point. The winner of this point will have a set point, potentially a match point for Elmhurst. And it is Thompson again. Match point for the Blue Jays.
See if they can finish it off right here. This would be huge. Down 3 set points. 4 straight points for the Blue Jays.
It was 24-21, and now it is 25-24 in favor of Elmhurst. Lesson still serving. Wheaton needing a point to force extra points basically here in this set. Morgan diving towards the Blue Jay bench. Thompson helps out, and it'll be off of the hanging basketball hoop, dropping in to once again tie it up 25 all.
That doesn't touch the hoop. Hannah Lesson's going to get there and at least get it sent over the net, but the Thunder are able to keep it alive, getting a break.
Anna Graber serving for Wheaton. Wilkes uses the top of the net. Jump ball as Murphy is in the net. And it is again a match point for Elmhurst.
Second match point for the Blue Jays. Reynolds in for Wilkes. Let's see if the Blue Jays can finish him off right here.
Perry Morgan serving, 26-25. Morgan on the left side, aiming right with her serve. Murphy steps up in the middle. Lesson couldn't get there. We are even again at 26 in this back and forth third.
Well, we said it was a matter of who's going to win 2 points in a row, and that's exactly what you have to do here now. Must win by 2, and we're even at 26.
Cassie Murphy serving into the middle for Thompson, and the Blue Jays will have a third opportunity.
Boy, is Janelle Thompson having a great match on senior night. 3 critical kills here late in this third set. 2 to keep the fight off set points, 1 to give the Blue Jays match point number 3 now.
Is the third time the charm. 27-26. Katie Rufer serving.
Not a good pass by the Thunder.
B.C. Smith leads Reynolds to the net. Reynolds converts, and Elmhurst wins 28-26 here in the third as the Blue Jays indeed record their 4th consecutive win. All of those victories have been sweeps. They were down 24-21 in this third set. Came back and scored 4 consecutive points to give themselves a set point. And on the third set point and match point, the Blue Jays take advantage, winning 28-26 here in the third. They win 25-17, 25-18, and 28-26 to pick up win number 17 on the season. They are now 4-2 in the CCIW, and Elmhurst with a very solid showing late in that third set.
Absolutely, Tim. Blue Jays had to fight off 3 set points for the Thunder as it was Wheaton up 24-21 after Elmhurst had a 21-20 lead. The Thunder scored 4 straight to take a earn 3 set points, and the Blue Jays fought off each and every one of them. Janelle Thompson with a couple of kills to keep it going as Wheaton was scrambling, not able to get anything going on offense on those opportunities for the Blue Jays. And on match point number 3, Elmhurst and Megan Reynolds able to put it away.
Wheaton drops to 12-14 and 2-4 in the CCIW as tonight's volleyball match comes to a close here on Blue Jay TV. For our entire crew, my name is Tim Calderwood. So long, everybody.